Alright guys, good morning. It's about a little after 8 o'clock. I just wanted to show you something that I thought was really cool that I just noticed. It's a little damp this morning, it's cloudy out. We didn't get any rain, as far as I can tell. No rain. Take a look at this, and I don't know what caused this, but straight down, you can see the divide. Wiffle ball field, rest of the yard. The wiffle ball field, that beautiful, deep, dark green, filling in pretty nicely now, kind of thickening up, a lot of new growth coming up. I've got some spots where it's coming up a little thin that I'm gonna dump some seed on real quick. Today we're gonna get out here and we're going to put down the starter fert. I'm going to show you how I come up with the calculation to do it section by section. Again, re-emphasize why the lawn journal is so important, so you know what size each section of your lawn is, so you can attack it individually and go from there. All right, let's get to it. All right guys, so today's plan is to apply some Scott starter fertilizer along with some RGS. We're going to start with the fertilizer. It's a granular. Apply it at about 4.3 pounds per 1,000 square foot. And then afterwards, I'm going to apply the RGS at about 3 ounces per 1,000 square foot. Using the Scott starter fertilizer, it's very, very important to read the back of the label and understand how to use it. You want to know what the bag rate is per 1,000 square foot. That's usually listed on the back here. There's also instructions on here on how to apply it. So in this case, you don't want to allow people or pets on the product until it's been watered in and then it has had time to dry. You want to avoid putting this on flower beds, near fruit trees, gardens, anything like that. You just want it on your turf. The main active ingredient in here for the weed prevention is mesotrione. It's the same product you can find in Tenacity. And which is really popular because it covers such a broad spectrum of weeds that it kills as a selective herbicide while allowing your turf grass to grow and thrive. I will say, just as a word of caution, it may bleach your grass a little bit, but don't worry about that. It'll grow out. Do not use this on warm season lawns. They specifically list that here somewhere on this right here. Like, do not apply to St. Augustine, bent grass, Bermuda grass, loisia grass, Decanter grass, Cacucia grass, Bahia grass, Olympia. So basically, your warm season grasses, do not put this on that. This is not for that. Again, guys, I want to reiterate, make sure you always read the label. Total amount of product we're going to be using. You can see here in the lawn journal how I broke it down. Now, I didn't put all the label restrictions on here, but I did put in the application rate. I think it's important to do that. So I wrote that it's a 4.3 per 1,000 square foot. Because it's my journal, you know, I dated it and said, this is what I'm applying today. And it goes and it lists right here, you know, the amount per section of my yard. Lower backyard, 20 pounds. Upper side yard, 22 pounds, so on and so forth. I believe this came out to be about 124 pounds total. I didn't write it down. I'm going to do that, you know, pop out my calculator, double check my work, and do that in a second. And then I wrote down below here, I'm also applying RGS and humic today, a total of 87 ounces to be used of that product across my lawns. All right, PPE, very important. Wear your gloves. I got my glasses on right now. I don't know if those are necessarily necessary. Rubber boots, also very important. First application we're going to do is the lower backyard here, so we're going to do about 20.2 pounds. All right, I'm going to shoot for 20. I know the bucket's about 1.5 pounds, so I want this to read 21.5 pounds when I'm done. $17.1. Do it. Make sure it's scaled to 0. It is. I'm just so good at this. 21.6. You don't believe me? Check her out. Nailed it. Second try. 2 shots. That's all it took. Turn her off. Let's get to work. The other thing I want to stress is be familiar with your spreader. I got some practice in with mine with lime and Milorganite in the beginning of the season, which are non-burning items. Lime's not going to hurt your lawn. You put it down and adjust the pH level. You can put it down whenever you want. And my Organite's a non-burning fertilizer. It's an all-natural organic fertilizer. It's not going to burn your lawn. So when you're learning how to put product down on your lawn and how far does certain product go, you know, I know that my front lawn takes a little less than 3 bags of my Organite, and you learn how to spread that out, and you get a feel for it. I mean, it's kind of a feel thing. Yes, it's nice to have all this math and structure and be very strict about all these things, but you gotta have a feel for it. Obviously, you don't want to over apply stuff and burn your lawn, but you get a feel for it. You know that this 20 pounds of starter fert is supposed to cover, you know, my whatever it is, 4,100 square foot I got here. You see you're going through the hopper too quick, slow it down. You know, learn your equipment. That I would say that I can't stress that enough. You know, I'm not perfect either. I haven't, you know, I jump the gun on things sometimes, and I would say that on my sprayer, I don't know it as well as I would like. I know that I can't drive my tractor fast enough for as quick as it dumps out product, so I gotta actually dilute my product typically a little bit more than I would like to. Then, you know, not a gallon per thousand, but it's more like almost a gallon and a half per thousand. So know your product, okay? So what you'll see is I like to distance my swipes, my passes, to about so that where the granules are just barely overlapping or just barely touching. So I'm distancing in that way. Is it perfect? No, but that's the best you can do to try and get a nice even coverage.